And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Winston. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. There's Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Coleman out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's third down.
And 15.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Open man is Samuel, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making enough.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 30-yard line.
This is Mostert. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Panthers 0.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Check right, 56. Mike's 56.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be third down. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Winston. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
By the 49ers.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, 49ers.
On play action, Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. But now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jameis again. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Number 22.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Middle.
This is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a dump off here complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air again with Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Panthers 17, 49ers 3. Joey Slye.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Winston taking a shot for Samuel. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
2-yard line.
And now it's Rosen looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Richard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They go play action. It's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Bosa on the stop.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Rosen will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st down.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Derek Brown drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
For the 49ers.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Richard on the return.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Rosen steps away to his left, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rosen looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And now he'll turn and off his back. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
From the red zone now, Winston. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mostert. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Ball carrier.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And down he goes
but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to take off with it. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
48-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Winston.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Winston.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Winston.
open. Manus Pettis, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts. For when you absolutely have to have them, they go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
This will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
7-yard
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Winston.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.